All right, Matt's making us something a little more pro than steak in a toaster. We're doing Mussels chorizo. So here's what you need for this recipe. Chorizo sausages, fresh mussels, fennel seeds, canola oil, shallots, garlic, tomatoes, white wine. Oh, I'm getting hungry right now. Tabasco, chipotle sauce, Italian parsley, and sourdough bread slices. Oh my gosh, I'm coming to Matt's kitchen. Matt, mussels and chorizo sound like an excellent combination. How do we start, my friend?
Absolutely. So this is a beautiful combination. I know that we can't maybe travel right now, but let's imagine that we're going to the coast of Spain and we're doing beautiful mussels and beautiful Spanish chorizo. So do you know the difference, Trace, between, say, cured and uncured or uncooked and cooked chorizo sausage? Do you know what we're talking about here?
Well, I probably mostly have cured chorizo. That's what I have most often, but listen, I would take it anyway. It's all good.
Me too. I love it. So in this case, you're right. So cured sausage, so it's cooked and cured. That's where it's nice and hard. You shave it nice and thin. You maybe have it with a beautiful manchego cheese. Beautiful. That is Spain. In this case, we're using a filled-in casing, and this is a raw one. So what I've done actually is I've taken the chorizo out of the casing, so it's almost like a ground pork in a way. In Spain, they only use pork in their chorizo. For example, if you see in a Mexican chorizo, they'll use a combo of beef, sometimes chicken, and sometimes pork. So you want to start with your mussel closed. Once we cook it, if it does not open, we throw it away. Mussels, if you buy them from most places, they might have a bit of a beard. So what I did is I take the beards off. You're just removing them, place them, and soak those in water for about 20 minutes. You can keep changing the water, sand, dirt, everything's going to come out. So we're going to jump into our recipe. So mussels and chorizo. I love this. It's super simple. We're doing it on the cast iron. You can do this in any way you want. If you want the barbecue, you can do it on a barbecue. Fennel seeds. So I've toasted off some fennel seeds. Tracy, it's tomato season. I know you're a tomato fan. What's your take? I'm using Roma tomatoes right now. Beautiful Roma tomatoes, local and in season. I'm now going to finish, and I'm going to go right to our mussels. So I've got our mussels going down. I want these essentially to just sort of steam, and away we go. So mussels are going to go in, and I want to be able to close that and steam. So fennel seeds are going in, Trace. So these mussels are only going to probably take not too long. You've got that chorizo cooking down. You can cook this all, you know, within sort of a 5 to 10 minute segment there. But because the power of TV, we can skip forward. I'm going to finish add a little bit of our beautiful white wine. So you can use a Chardonnay, you can use a Sauvignon Blanc, you can use anything that sort of is a neutral dry wine. We're going to finish with a little bit of Tabasco. It's a secret little ingredient I love to use is Tabasco Chipotle. It's going to bring out a natural smokiness. So they smoke the Chipotle peppers as opposed to, say, like an unnatural smoke. This is going to be absolutely beautiful. So what we want that to do is just steam. I'm Tracy. You might like the look of this. Take a look at this. Can we see this right now?
I can see that right now. That looks fantastic. So we got the finished dish. It looks incredible. We leave that recipe out for all of your fans and our viewers so they can follow along at cityline.tv. And that looks amazing, Matt. Beautiful. 'Tis a thing of beauty. For now, we're going to break.